Welcome to the Power Hour, the official podcast of Henry County REMC. Our cooperative proudly brings reliable, safe electricity to Henry and parts of Fayette, Rush, Hancock, Delaware, Madison, Randolph, and Wayne counties. We're more than just an electric co-op. We're a community-driven force, powered by the people we serve. People like you. Welcome to the Power Hour, the official podcast of Henry County REMC. I'm your host, Andrea Melton, and today we're doing something a little different. Since this is our final episode of the year, we thought it would be the perfect time to look back and celebrate everything we've covered on the podcast so far. This year, we launched the Power Hour with the goal of giving members a deeper look at the people, programs, and purpose behind your electric co-op. From conversations with our leadership team, to stories of professional growth, to insights that help members save energy and stay informed, every episode has highlighted what makes our co-op special, the people who power it. So, for this year-end episode, we've gathered some of our favorite moments and meaningful clips from each interview. Whether you've listened from the beginning or you're tuning in for the first time, we hope this episode gives you a fun, thoughtful look at the heart of Henry County REMC. Let's jump into the highlights. We kicked off the podcast with our very own CEO, Melissa Drew, who just celebrated her 19th anniversary with the cooperative. In that first episode, Melissa shared her journey with the cooperative and the initiatives shaping our future. Here's a moment where Melissa reflects on what being CEO truly means to her.
And that was really where I was happy. And then we had a conversation internally about, did I work toward my master's degree? And so I decided to start that process, and then COVID hit. And we decided to kind of take a step back. We were kind of doing budget cuts and looking at some things here internally to make sure that we weren't over our heads with COVID and not knowing what to expect. So I waited until after COVID kind of passed and started back to school to work on my master's degree. During that time, our CEO decided to leave. And so that position came open, and I was asked if I was going to apply internally for that position. And I decided that I was going to do that. I wanted to try to make a difference and an impact here. I was born and raised here in Henry County, so I really am passionate about the employees and the members and the co-op in general. So I felt like I might as well at least put my name in the hat and see what happens. So here I am.
It seemed to work out really well. So what did it mean for you when you got that news that you were going to be the new CEO? And what did it mean for you to step into that role? And what would you say has been the most rewarding part of that role so far?
Really, it was a shock. I did not expect it. Of course, the board of directors made the decision that they were going to do a nationwide search for that position. So they didn't want to just have somebody move into that role, which was great. Gave me the opportunity to go through the interview process and really show the board what I really wanted to have happen here and what I really had an interest in. And really that interest was with the employees and the membership. I really do feel like the employees here are family. They make an impact every day, and we're a small company, so we all kind of know what's going on in each other's lives and each other's business, which can be good and bad. But we're all here to support each other, and I feel like they really do a great job of giving back to the community, and that was important to me. I've come from roles in the past, prior to being here at Henry County REMC, that was important to me in making impacts in the community, and I wanted to see that continue here.
Next up, we sat down with Chief Operating Officer Adam Warwis for an inside look at the complex work that keeps our cooperative running smoothly. Adam talked about strategic improvements that have boosted reliability and the behind-the-scenes efforts his team puts in every single day.
We started out very young with a lot of apprentices, and this October, our last 3 apprentices are going to graduate, and we're going to have all journeyman linemen in our crew room, which is fantastic. So personnel plays a big part of it, and we have a wonderful crew here that cares a lot about taking care of our membership. We've implemented a lot of technology. Our metering system talks in real time back to our dispatch center, and those meters send data back. So when there is a problem, we call it outage management system, makes a prediction of where that problem is. We know which device has operated that the guys need to get the trucks rolling too. So basically what used to take many minutes and maybe even longer is now done within 5 minutes. We know where we need to go and have an exact poll number that we need to get to as soon as possible. So a lot of technology, again, personnel, couldn't ask for a better group. And they keep getting better every day. We focus on training and knowing our system, and then really just reinvesting back into the system. And hats off to our board of directors for making those investments in vegetation management, reconductoring, and building in loops where needed, and putting up the devices needed to be able to not only prevent outages, but restore them quicker.
Very good. I know it takes everybody across the company, from the board, down to all the employees working together for this kind of improvement to happen. In episode 3, CFO Amber Hauser walked us through how co-op finances are managed and how that differs from a traditional utility. Her explanation of how member dollars are stewarded was one of the year's most enlightening conversations. Here's a highlight from Amber breaking down the cooperative approach to financial responsibility. But often we do, and our members elect our board of directors. Can you talk a bit about how that gives our members that voice and how the co-op is run?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are governed by a board of 9 directors. In order to be eligible for a director, you do have to be a member of the cooperative. Every year, we have a different district, 3 different districts who are up for election. So every board director is up for a 3-year term. When our members have any sort of issue with things that are happening here at the co-op, of course, they can call us and they can talk to member services, and we will try to resolve those issues. But it doesn't stop there. If they have a problem that they still feel needs to be addressed, they can reach out to their board director, who can try to be a voice for them.
And that director would be the representative for the district in which that member lives. So every member of our cooperative does have one director who represents their area where they live.
Yes, that's right.
Amber, how do you, the board of directors, the rest of the leadership team here at Henry County REMC, ensure that we are being good stewards of our members' money?
We have taken a really hard look at our budget the past several years, and we have tried to cut out any excess and make sure that we are being good stewards of the members' money. We want to make sure that we are following our mission, which states that we will provide reliable service that's cost-effective and safe. In order for it to be reliable, it does come with a cost. So we have to try to find that balance where we are doing the work to ensure that the members' lights stay on, but also that they can afford and be comfortable with.
Part of episode 4 of the Power Hour included a conversation with Jonathan Farmer and Colton Wise, 2 students who attended summer cooperative camp. They shared what they learned about careers in energy and skilled trades, and how the experience opened their eyes to new possibilities. Guys, has this camp influenced what you're thinking about as far as a future career?
It's definitely helped convince me more, being able to do the hands-on and actually try out what you're doing, see the consequences, and knowing that how many people are there to help you. It really makes me want to do it more.
It helped me feel that I feel good about my decision wanting to be a lineman and really do it, because like the live line demonstration, it helped you show do it, and you touch the line, this is what's going to happen to you. And it shows the cooking on the inside of the hot dog, which is very dangerous, but at the same time, it's fun to do.
What would you tell a fellow student who is considering attending the summer cooperative camp? Jonathan?
I would convince them very hard to join it. There's a lot of learning opportunity, meet new people, make new friends, and really just, it's a good experience overall.
Colton, what would you say?
Yeah, if I would convince somebody to come here, because you might, like when we're having the presentations, you might, like the marketing and media or counting, you might find interest in that instead. And well, you're here, so you might be able to find more out about it. And it's just, this camp can prove whether you want to do it or you don't want to do it. So if somebody's thinking about it, well, go spend the week there and you'll learn more about it, or if you want to do it or not. So I would try to convince them to come.
And it's just 1 week. That's not going to hurt anybody to spend 1 week. Even if you learn 2 things from it, you're getting a benefit that not a lot of people can take. Not a lot of counties do this. So you might as well take it while you can. If anything, you can learn for the price of a week, not 3-4 years in school.
For episode 5, Member Services Coordinator Haley Berg joined us to explain our flexible billing and payment options, along with easy ways members can start saving energy at home. Then Project Coordinator Chelsea Jackson walked us through our robust rebate programs and how members can take advantage of them. Here's a clip from that conversation. If someone is worried about their bill this upcoming winter, or they just predict that they might have some trouble paying that bill as costs go up, what should a member do if they're struggling, or if they think they might struggle in the future? What are some options they might have?
So if you are concerned about your high winter bills, budget would be the first option I would look at. If you know you have $600 bills in the wintertime, but only $200 bills in the summer, call us. We can set you up on budget before winter gets here, just to help you stay on top of it and not get behind. We offer 5-day extensions. So if you just need another week, waiting for your paycheck to come in, we can do that. 211 has resources available in our area. If there's a resource out there and you call that number, they will get it to you or get the information for you to help out.
Very good. And I know your team is always happy to answer people's questions or direct them to those resources if they want to call in or come in. That's great. So as members start to think about that winter energy use, what are some maybe easy or low-cost things they can do to prepare for that, improve their home's energy efficiency, particularly in the winter? If somebody is interested in learning more about the rebates and applying for a rebate, what is the process for that?
So they can always give us a call. Our phone number is 1-800-248-8413, and they can call and ask for me, Chelsea Jackson. Or they could go to our website, henrycountyremc.com, and find our rebates link. And all of our rebate applications are on there. We don't only have the residential HVAC program, we also have the HVAC tune-up program and the water heater program and the electric lawn equipment program as well. So there's several different programs on there, but you can find all of that information online. The applications are online, and the method for submitting those applications is online as well.
Episode 6 was an especially meaningful one. We spoke with Jason Burton and Corey Murphy, who had just completed the 4-year apprenticeship and officially become journeyman linemen. Their dedication and pride in their craft came through in every word. This clip captures a moment that reflects the heart of their journey and the skill and commitment it takes to do the job. And what did it mean to you personally to reaching that final level, that goal of becoming a journeyman lineman? I know that after several years of work, education, training, it had to be a big moment for you. So can you share your thoughts on what that milestone meant to each of you individually?
It felt awesome for me. As soon as I took that last piece of cover up off on our test, it was like a weight lifted off my shoulders. Just because, it's been a long road to get here, and, you work all these overtime hours and regular time hours, and you learn so much in the span of 4 years that you really just have to sit back and look at it as what it is. It's been a long road, but it's been a good road, and I really learned a lot.
And for me, it was a big journey, just going through the process, because the first time, I decided to quit during climbing school and go to climbing school, and they called me half-all and all that. All the younger guys, I'm in there with guys that's just right out of high school. Probably the oldest one was maybe 32 or something like that, but they all treated me really well, and to go over there the last day of climbing school and climb a 65-foot pole. And when I get to the top, I hear everyone at all the stations chanting and cheering and carrying on. And that was just a milestone for me to accomplish that. And then to actually top out, then pretty awesome because it was a long road for me. And, pretty good gut punch in the beginning. So then pretty awesome.
And finally, episode 7 featured Henry County Building Inspector Scott Hines, who shared valuable advice on what homeowners should know before hiring contractors. It was a practical conversation full of helpful reminders for anyone planning a project. Here's a moment where Scott breaks down some of the most important things homeowners should look for. If you could give homeowners just a short checklist before they go into this situation to hire a contractor, can you recap what would be on that checklist, what to look out for?
I would say references is very important. Always use someone that's reputable, someone that you feel like a lot of people you can get good vibes from on whether or not they're honest or if they're just feeding you something to get the job. A lot of the good contractors, they don't really have to advertise that much. Not saying that the companies that do advertise, but the local guys, it seems like they're busy enough just with word of mouth, friends, family, doing business with, certain businesses, certain families, recommendations. That's always great. Always making sure whoever's doing the work is competent enough to where how, their experience. Say, hey, how long have you been doing this? Because if it was me and somebody walked in to my house and they had only been doing this for a month, I hate to say it, but I don't think you're qualified to do it without some kind of a supervision. We don't have any rules against that because it's not going to be passed without me looking at it anyway. And if I have to explain to the guys how to do it, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I just hate when that goes to the homeowner and becomes a hinder to the homeowner because it's taken them 3 times as long to get a job done that someone with experience could just take a couple hours,
Thanks for joining me as we looked back on some of the standout moments from this year's episodes of the Power Hour. It's been an incredible year of conversations, and we are really excited for what's ahead. And now it's time for this month's REMC wrap-up. First up, our Christmas coloring contest is officially underway. Our Halloween contest was such a hit, and we loved seeing all the creativity from kids across the community. So we knew we had to bring it back for this holiday. You can find the coloring page on our website in a downloadable PDF, in the Indiana Connection magazine, where it can be easily torn out, or you can pick one up in our lobby. We can't wait to see all the entries from our young artists. Speaking of the holidays, this season is all about giving, and we are proud to support 2 incredible local organizations. We are an official drop-off location for Turn Away No Longer's Christmas Angels Toy Drive. Turn Away No Longer supports children in foster care, and we're collecting new unwrapped toys in our lobby Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. We're also collecting items for Secret Families of Henry County. They provide Christmas gifts and essential household items to families right here in our community. If you'd like to help, we're accepting wrapping paper, tape, gift bags, toothbrushes, toothpaste, deodorant, and laundry detergent, all during our regular lobby hours. Now shifting gears to our youth programs. This is a great time of year for high school students to start thinking about their future. Henry County REMC's annual scholarship program is officially open for applications, and we encourage any eligible seniors to apply. And of course, one of our favorite programs is also open, the Indiana Youth Tour to Washington, D.C. This all-expenses-paid trip gives one rising senior from our service territory the chance to explore our nation's capital, meet legislators, and connect with student leaders from across the country. It is truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You can find details for both the scholarship program and youth tour on our website, and we hope you'll share these opportunities with the students in your life. And that's your REMC wrap-up for this month and for this year. Thank you so much for tuning into the Power Hour and for being a part of Henry County REMC, where we don't just provide power, we empower.